I must say, with the return of Verdansk, Call of Duty is sitting in a better position than what it was 5 months ago. Still not perfect, but yet sitting in a way better position than what it was. And I hope that all the people over there at Activision, Treyarch, would take this momentum and use this momentum to show that the fan base is dying in need for y'all to continue to fix and improve this game. It is crazy to see that BO6, probably one of the most hyped, anticipated Call of Duties in recent, let's just say 5, 6, 7 years, even with all the skill-based matchmaking, the EOMM, all that old stuff going on, the cheaters, the hackers, the glitchiness, game not optimized right, everything lagging and glitching out, people still, to this day, and I'm included, gave this game another chance to succeed. And sometimes, I hate to say this, but I feel like Activision, they take our kindness for weakness. 5 months ago, this game, and let's not just say BO6, but Call of Duty as a franchise was probably in one of the worst positions that I have ever seen in recent years. There's been a lot of Call of Duty games out there that had to deal with hackers. There's been a lot of Call of Duty games out there that had glitches and issues that had to be patched up and stuff like that, but never to the extent of what BO6 Warzone has brought to the table with this presentation right here. And with all that being said, big streamers, casual players, we all abandoned Call of Duty. Some people went here, some people went there, Delta Force, Marvel Rivals, wherever, and played other games. But the return of Season 3 and Verdansk, people once again came from under the bid work, came from under the ground to give Call of Duty another chance to once again prove themselves. Like I keep on saying in all my videos, Call of Duty Activision, it's like being in a domestic relationship. I'm sorry, but that's how it is, man. You know this person don't mean you no good. You know this person don't care about you. You know this person's going to continue to beat you physically and mentally. But yet, you keep hope alive. You keep trying to one day things can be like the first time you ever met. And that's what a lot of people want Call of Duty to do and want Call of Duty to be. Now, granted, the return of Verdansk is great. It's a good moment, but let's not be too naive to see that this game is still overall incomplete. We still have cheaters, hackers. There's still a lot of glitches, a lot of bugs, a lot of issues, and we're already, 6 months in? And I hate to say this, but it's an ongoing thing when it comes to Call of Duty. Every single year, a new installment of Call of Duty comes out. And we have to go months upon months with issues, glitching, hacking, all sorts. Just for one day, the issues to finally be resolved. But once the issues are finally resolved, we're only 2 months away from the next installment of the next Call of Duty game. I hope that with the issues that BO6 has had, that Activision will really sit back and take note and take heed to what these other game developers are doing with their games. Because obviously, making a new Call of Duty from the ground up every single year as they do is not the solution, nor is it working. Honestly, how I feel, and I've been saying this multiple times, but I'm going to say it again until I turn blue in the face. Activision needs to go ahead and do like what Fortnite, do what Apex Legends, Valorant, and all those other games that's free to play. Have a true online service game with online updates and just keep it going with the game that we have now. No need to make a whole brand new game from the ground up for us to be in this same dilemma like how we was when it comes to BO6. Because once again, it's the same song every single time and the same dance. And I don't know how y'all are feeling, but I'm getting sick and tired of this same song and doing this same dance every single year. Not only you're charging us a premium for an online game, $70 to $100, where these other games are free to play, but also you hit us with microtransactions up to the galore. And what sense does that make as a consumer for me to sit here and buy another Call of Duty game year over year just for it to be broken, glitched, hacked, cheaters for the first 8 months of the game? And then once everything finally gets somewhat, keyword, somewhat ironed out, we're about to be on to the next installment of Call of Duty. I'm sorry. I love Call of Duty. Call of Duty is the only game that keeps my attention. It's the only first-person shooter game that gives me that dopamine hit when I sit there and kill somebody or get an accomplishment or achievement or whatever it may be. No other game can do that. But at the same time, though, I'm not going to continue to be naive by the tactics that they're doing. Hopefully, with the player base shrinking down more than ever in BO6, this right here will finally wake up Activision and have them step up their game and put out a better product. Because you're not going to sit here and convince me that a multi-million-dollar/billion-dollar company cannot put out a good product. Y'all remember back in the day, before it was just all, oh, they'll come out with an update. They can do this. They can do that over the updates and stuff. Y'all remember back in the day before updates and all that old stuff? The game that was sold to the public was the game that it was going to be. No updates, no nothing. That's as high as going to play. How can a game 10, 15 years ago be in a better state than what a game is that's coming out in recent time in 2025 with the greater technology that we have in today's society versus what we had 15, 20 years ago? It's crazy that still to this day, Call of Duty is still not perfect. And when I say perfect, I'm not talking about perfect as in the product that they're giving us. I'm talking about perfect as stability. I'm talking about perfect as in stopping cheaters. I'm talking about perfect as in stopping all these glitches and bugs and issues and unoptimizations that's going on in this game. And just give us a solid product that we can sit here, enjoy, and play and have fun with. Now, like I say, the numbers are up right now. Warzone is doing great. Multiplayer is doing great with the Season 3 update. But how long is this going to last before people once again steer away from Call of Duty and go and play something else? In a couple of weeks, Marvel Rival, they got their season update coming out with new characters, new maps, new everything. It's crazy how a game like Marvel Rival comes out, and I'm not saying Marvel Rival is perfect. Far from it. But it's crazy how a game like Marvel Rivals comes out and doesn't have near the issues that the game of Call of Duty has. And this is a franchise that has been around for almost 20 plus years now. Hopefully, one day they will finally wake up and realize, and I think still to this day, with BO6 and all the issues that this game has had, and they have seen how quickly people are willing to step away from Call of Duty. Because I think the writing is starting to be on the wall. People are not going to continue to go through this same song and dance every year with Call of Duty. People are willing to step away from Call of Duty. And you know, when it comes to a business, any type of business, the best thing that you can do when it comes to a company that you don't like is talk with your dollar and not with your mouth. And that's what a lot of players has been doing with BO6 is talking with their dollar, not playing the game, not making microtransactions, and playing something else. And I really feel with the next installment of Call of Duty that it's going to be in a better state. Because this right here, I'm sorry, this was the worst that I have ever seen Call of Duty. And yes, Season 3 is a breath of fresh air. But once again, with all the recent Call of Duties, we're excited about a map that came out 5 years ago. We're excited about multiplayer maps that came out 10 years ago. None of us are excited about the new maps that came with the game. It's crazy how a game like Call of Duty can come out with a new Warzone map nobody likes, come out with new multiplayer maps nobody likes, and the only thing that they can hold and dwell on and keep players' attention is all the old maps for multiplayer and all the old maps for Warzone. This right here is a wake-up call. And I think finally Activision is starting to see the writing on the wall. Hopefully with the next year Call of Duty, it'll be in a better state. But once again, Season 3 is out. Season 3 is fun. I'm enjoying myself. But still, far from perfect. Still issues. Still cheaters. Still hackers. Still all the top things. I'm just waiting for Call of Duty to finally wake up and put out a good product and stop treating their fan base like guinea pigs and think that we're just going to keep on putting up with this. If you like the video, make sure you rate, subscribe, comment, all that good old stuff to the page. It's your boy Fly Guy Oli, man. You already know we rockin' Bullet Cooling and Schooling. And until next time, I'll holler at y'all biggie the fools the next one. Peace, love, and blessings. And I'm out this bitch. Peace.